Hi everyone, and welcome back to Retro Gamer Gaming. Today I've got something interesting lined up for you guys. It's a game that's not quite retro, but not quite new. It's Democracy 3. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look at what Cyril has to go through for my friends in South Africa. And, you know, I think the best thing to do, in all honesty, is let's just get into it. So, this is Democracy 3 Africa. We are obviously going to be doing a new game. At first, I just want to show you, we don't have any mods. But yeah, we'll be doing a new game. We're obviously going to go with South Africa. Southernmost country in Africa, with extensive coastline on the Atlantic. So, and Indian Ocean. South Africa's multicultural diversity has resulted in the Monica? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that word. But anyway, in the Rainbow Nation, 11 official languages recognized. There are talks of having a 12th one, which is sign language. And rich in natural resources, successfully leveraged by South Africa to reach newly industrialized country status. We have never had a coup. We have regular elections. Independence from the UK in 1961, and the apartheid came in 1948, and eventually denounced in, well, it says 1990, but really only 94. Yeah, that's pretty much the game. Got a lot of AIDS, a lot of rapes, women and children abuse. There's, yeah, quite a lot going on. Anyway, population is 53 million people. I think it's actually in the 60 millions now. GDP per capita, interesting. Democracy index is 7.82, which isn't too bad. 44 out of 100 for corruption index. In all honesty, having lived in South Africa and knowing South Africa, 44 out of 100 is too high. I'd lower it down to like a 20 out of 100, but okay. Literacy, 94%. Don't think so. It's less. HIV and AIDS, 20%. I think it's more. Life expectancy, 49. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So, here's where we choose our political party, or we can create our own. I think we'll create our own, and we're gonna go obviously with the retro gamer reform, and our opposition is going to be, I know it's not quite South African, but we're still gonna chuck it in there. The Trumps. So it's a 5-year term. We're limited to 2 terms. Well, South Africa doesn't really get hurricanes. We do get earthquakes, so it's not compulsory voting. No monarchy. 100% difficulty is fine. Yeah, we'll leave the other settings unchanged. And let's try and fix their problems. Let's try and be Cyril. See what he has to deal with. Good old Uncle Cyril. Just a shout out to him as well. He's got a tough job now leading us through this pandemic. I did say honestly that I'm not South African, but I've lived there for 5, going on 6 years now, and you know, still have to. I don't know. I've lived there enough to call him also my president. Welcome to Democracy 3. You have started your first term as president. As your chief of staff. Ah, he's my chief of staff. Need to explain how things work. Change these for the better. Get re-elected. Okay, cool. Well, we don't need the tutorial. Congratulations on our election victory. We are the president. Lives of all citizens are now in my hands. It's a lot of pressure. Imagine a number of situations and concerns you'll need to deal with, of course. Yeah. Well, our GDP is absolute trash. Crime is high. Okay, unemployment is a big thing. Let's begin. And let's look into this. So, we actually seem to be turning a profit every year. As you can see, our incomes are 307 billion rand and our expenditures are only 285 billion rand. So from that perspective, we're not gonna mess with the taxes or anything. At least there we're okay. Looking here to our incomes. Yeah, it's a breakdown. We know that. It actually mostly comes from tax, from income tax to be specific. Expenses. Pensions. That's interesting. Then healthcare. Healthcare is fine, and schooling is fine. Pensions is something we'll be looking at. Yeah, so interest rate is low, debt is high. Okay, we've got a work cut out for us. So first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to shuffle our cabinet a bit. Yeah, we have to worry about loyalty. And yeah. Cool, we know that. So, foreign affairs. You're very loyal. Inexperienced. Sympathize with religious people. Women. Okay. Not sure if foreign affairs is your forte. Although, yeah, desired jobs, foreign affairs, transport and economy. I would have liked you at welfare, but it's not in your desired jobs, so... What is your name again? Burton Prinsloo. David Schultz. You are a welfare minister. Also very loyal. Patriots and capitalists. Welfare, tax and foreign policy. The thing that worries me is religious, but South Africa is a religious country, so we'll keep it in mind and women are important. So I like him. I like him. Patriots and capitalists. I mean, yeah, I like him. I'll work with that. Our economic minister for state employees and trade unions. We'll think about you. Who's our minister of tax? Mrs. Anneke Naude. And loyal. Environmentalists and the poor. We're gonna be fixing the poor. I don't know if we'll be fixing environment. Not sure if we'll have enough time for that in our term. You are pretty experienced, pretty loyal. The youth and capitalists. I'm part of the youth, so I really like it. I don't know, our cabinets are actually so far looking pretty nice. Not going to lie. Minister of Law and Order. Mr. Bossman. Your loyalty is questionable. That's what it means when it's that orangish, yellowish color. And you're inexperienced. I might change you out. Let's look at our transport minister quick. Youth and trade unions. You're loyal, enough experience. Yeah. And you also give me the least political capital out of everyone. You are not loyal. So, we're gonna fire you. Gonna hire someone else. Okay, Minister for Law and Order. You have good loyalty over here, but it's not law and order. I need loyal people. So I'm gonna look through. Yeah, you're loyal. Zam Oliver. Religious people and parents. You're a maybe. I'm normally quite a liberal person, but it's just you would be so perfect. But okay, I don't really see anyone, and I'm looking at their traits as well, and there's no one really that I'd rather have. So, Mr. Zam Oliver, welcome to my cabinet. Took a little bit of political capital to do, but that's fine, it'll pay off in the long term. Each turn is 3 months, so 4 turns in a given year. I rate we'll do each year as an episode. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Sorry, just add some water. So, let's get into it. Our problem areas. Problem areas, we start over here. There's our foreign intelligence interference. That's linking to corruption. Intelligence. So, a foreign policy issue. As you can see, these arrows show what affects what. And immediately I kind of want to get on top of this. So foreign intelligence services are conducting operations in the country. They interfere with the running of our nation. You guys need to go. You really need to go. It's caused by stability in intelligence services. So, sorry. Stability or instability is causing it. Intelligence services are trying to bring it down, but our stability is the issue. And the issue with our stability is a lot of things. Okay, well, how do our intelligence services look? We have a small agency. We're gonna increase it. We're gonna actually spend a lot of money on this. Get a full-on intelligence agency. All the information we can get. So the number here on the side actually tells us the number of turns it will take before it reaches that full max. 16 turns. Bring up foreign intelligence is quite hectic. If I'm thinking correctly, it's 4 years. But things move slow in South Africa, so you know, it's one of those things. That will help over the period of time. Another issue is armed robberies. That's caused by handgun laws. I'm gonna ban handguns. Screw it, you guys don't need. Oh wow. This requires a lot of political power to do. So it's not gonna happen right now. Can I cancel the policy? Actually. No. Okay. See, all calls up on you. Political power distribution. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at that now. First, we're gonna have to look into this. It's actually not too bad. Would be... would it not be funny if I just went this way? You know, put us into a well and true lockdown. But no. There's no COVID in the game. So we saw something here, which was this political power distribution. Separation of power is a model governance. Requires the state to be divided into branches. Yes, yes, yes. So I will need to raise that at some point, but I don't have enough political power to do that. Mineral wealth is good. It's coming down, but it is good. Okay. Skill shortage. Okay. Need better university grants. Not for all. Grants for the poor. We'll do partial grants. And apply that. Still have 17 political capital. Pollution, I'm sorry, not my biggest concern right now. Uncompetitive economy is something you'll look at. And productivity seems to be a big issue. And health seems to be a big issue. And it's the 8s. It's caused... So we're gonna have to take a look at our police, basically. And in all honesty, I'm probably gonna increase alcohol tax at some point in time. But first things first. Where are our police? Intelligence services, crime, armed police over there, and there's the police force. So we're gonna max out our cops. Yes. And our armed cops. Every officer's armed. That's pretty good for me. We then need to look, because we spent quite a bit of money here. So we're gonna go up here to policy ideas. And import tariffs generate less than $1 billion. These are some grants. This is one that actually interests me, and it's not expensive at all. 5 political capital. I'm gonna do it. I will, and family planning. I do first want to look into the economy, into getting us some more money. So, pollution controls, not happening. Recycling is popular, it also takes all the capital for this round. You know, we'll give them recycling, but not quite now. Small business grants is needed. It is expensive. Tax laws. They always say implement the tax if you want more money, but another way to grow it is through stimulating business, which stimulates economic growth. And that in turn gets you more money through the increase in tax revenue. It's government code of conduct. Combat corruption. Yeah, so I think first things first. We're taking out this, and it's a heavily enforced ban, and we're going to apply that. We can obviously roll over some political capital. Welfare fraud. It's gonna cost us more than what we'll get. But it decreases corruption. Food stamps is interesting. I'm looking plastic bag tax. We obviously have this already, but not in the game. Eliminate corruption. It's pretty cheap. This is also cheap. Political power. International election observers would be pretty good actually, but not for now. Government code of conduct. Something. Community policing is actually pretty good. Costs quite a bit of money. And this is actually pretty good with modern day world. And you know what? We're gonna implement it. Oh, it's max in actual fact. Apply. We're then gonna go with the code of conduct. People are not happy, but say employees are not happy, but screw you guys. Don't be bloody corrupt. Apply. And yeah, we've used all our political capital. Well, apart from one, but we're all over. Let's see what effect this has on our next quarter. Hard job being president. Let's return to government. Quarterly report will highlight indicators impact upon the current state of the country. Maybe other urgent information, dilemmas. Thank you, Chief of... What were you again? Chief of Staff, something like that. Urgent policy question that requires immediate attention. Now with suspected links between smoking and poor health. Pressure groups have called for a ban on all smoking in public. Encouragement smokers to give up. Now, to ban it is a major step towards cutting the number of people who die from smoking related illnesses. Actually, COVID is one of them. In a way. Due to the state to pass laws. At the same time, leave it unchanged. It's not just state to be about to live their lives. So, here's the thing with this law. I'm not telling you how to live your life. You can still smoke all you want. I'm just telling you, do it at home, not in public. And to help improve our health, I'm passing it. Now, our economic forecast. Global economy is doing okay. We're just okay. Our last poll puts us at 1%. No chief of ministers can be described as trustworthy. Security briefing. The Rural Alliance warned many farmers and rural citizens feel they have nothing to lose when it comes to fighting the government. Our budget is a surplus of 11 billion rand. Which is okay. I actually thought we'd go into a deficit. Crime's going down. That's a start. Polls, let's go for detailed polls. See who's pissed off with this. I kind of know this already, but let's read it. Polling data shows lines for each voter group. Toggle each line on and off. Yeah. Let's check out focus groups. Oh, you're gonna make me do it. Listen, mate. No. So the majority of people are religious and rural, socialists and conservative. So those are the people I need to please. The last wave of changes didn't do too much. Religious people grew a bit happier with me. Yeah, okay. Focus groups. No proof. You are a part of the Trumps, so I don't really care about your opinion, but I'm a president for all, so I do care about your opinion. Funny how that went around here. Anyway, you're wealthy. Interesting. From the Women's Society. There's a lot of people in this focus group. There's a bit of an overview on some policies. And the popularities of them. So some popular Popular policies, so yeah. Unemployment benefit is an important thing. So state schools. So is the police. What's executive term length? 5 years. Oh. I can actually increase my term for an extra 2 years if I wanted. Hectic. We're not gonna be doing that. Not at all. You can also change the limit. The greater the limit, the more upset people are. But anyway, we're looking at our police, which is gradually going to maximum. Yeah, state schools. Well, we've got a bit of money, so we're gonna increase this to the point where no, it's a lot of money. I'm not too sure if it's fully worth it. What are private schools looking at? University grants. Isn't that this is what we missed with last time, yeah? It's still on its way up. Okay. I think what we were, the freedom of thought is quite high, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Press freedom, high, cool. Oh yeah, we checked that. Judicial independence is pretty much maxed. Legislative independence is high. All these things take a lot of capital, eh? Right of demonstration. Yeah, you can go wild. So we're gonna try and stay in the conservative part of things. And we're gonna try and have it there in the center between socialist and capitalist, I think. Because that's probably the safest bet, at least for our first term. Also, in this game you can get assassinated, I'm just saying, if you piss off a large group of people at once. Okay, so let's take a look here. What's our immigration like? Actually, we need to stimulate more immigration. But I don't think that's a big of a deal as this will still work its way up. Okay, so we're gonna do a few things quickly, some new policies. In terms of our foreign policy. Petition international donors for foreign aid. Assistance can be maximized, receiving aid highest level. Welcome by the poor. Patriots will be displeased. Security with a coalition. Powerful nations formed a great sphere of influence to span technology over the globe. They offer security, defending sovereign borders, supporting regimes. They exert influence over our domestic policy. We cannot have that happen. Can't wait. It's tricky. So, family planning is something that has to be done. Has to be done. Has to be maxed. It's gonna take ages for this to get done. Has to be done. I'm not even going to explain why. You have to know. So, this could help with corruption. And it will probably give me a good image of people. It was something I wanted to do here, it was the recycling thing. Chemical equipment subsidies. Seems expensive. Yeah, we need to implement something for farmers. Apply that. Welfare. Welfare fraud department. We're gonna implement you. We're gonna max you out. We're gonna apply that. Okay. Now. Bus passes, interesting. Water community policing is one political capital and honestly nothing wrong with it. It will cost me some money, but it's fine. I am trying to figure out where I saw the recycling. It's not in pollution controls. Interesting. Organic farming. Not sure. Yes, recycling. It's very popular. And we'll apply it. I think what we're gonna do now as well is just have a quick squiz at our cabinet. You're not loyal. Why are you not loyal to us? Minister for economy, Minister for industry, whatever you want to call yourself. State employees and trade unions. We pissed off state employees. Yeah, we pissed off state employees. Not gonna lie. Rent controls are probably necessary. I'm trying to think. This is something I'm interested in, and so is this. This is really gonna make that minister hate me, and I might have to fire him. But here's the other thing: firing ministers makes others a little less loyal because they're worried about their jobs. We're gonna do this. Our patriots are gonna hate it. Our democracy is gonna get better. it's worth it. And yeah, let's move on to, that's the end of our second quarter. Move on to our third quarter. See what things look like. Okay. STD education program, we're going for it. Not even gonna read it before I tell you my answer. Significant incidents of sexually transmitted diseases amongst the people. In order to stem any further spread, recommended that we undertake a national program of education based on the latest international research. For an aid, we have promised to back the campaign. There's no downside. What are the pros and cons here? To start a program, sustain national education campaign is an effective way of maintaining people aware of the vectors of sexually transmitted diseases. Angering conservatives will be a price worth paying to eliminate ignorance and misinformation in our society. Bring down infections. No program is teaching the explicit details of sexual intercourse will be seen as immoral by a large portion of the electorate. There's a political cost. Fuck you guys. Starting it. Listen. Our polls have doubled to 2%. If we look at our security briefing, quit the tutorial. No real threats at the moment. I mean, rural alliance is getting a bit high, but you know, we'll figure something out. So, we're making a bit of a loss at the moment, 4 billion rand. Short-term losses for long-term gain. This is the way I'm looking at it. We have 31 political capital in our third quarter as president. Our country grappling still with this. We're trying everything we can to lower it. It looks like science funding is something worth looking into. Apply. Yes. That will, over time, things will get better. But it is a time-consuming process, and South Africans are not the most patient people. We can't afford child benefit. We can do rent controls, which is something I wanted to do last time. So, socialists. Who hates it? Capitalists hate it. Well, meh, deal with it, people. Apply. We then need to do something for our farmers. That should be, yeah, an economy. Agricultural subsidies. Organic farming. We're gonna go with organic farming. We're gonna max it. We're gonna apply that. I think food stamps we are not going to do. Plastic bag tax only raises us like R500 million. Not enough. School tax credits is interesting. Open government offices is something I do want to do to combat the corruption. Race discrimination. Prevent citizens being discriminated against. We have to do this. Discrimination against women illegal. Kinda have to do that. Freedom of information. Would be nice to do this. Well, actually, I find this to be the most important thing. State employees are gonna hate us. And I'm gonna have to fire you. Anyone else here? State employees? No. I'm gonna have to fire. I'm gonna piss off state employees like mad. Let's move on. This will be the 4th quarter. And we're gonna end this video. So, Superior. What's this? News stations buzzing with reports that a caped man, it's Superman, or Batman, or one of the men, seen fighting crime. High-profile arrests have been officially attributed to him. It's Batman. Armed robbery, yes, that's at an end. That means that's over with. Crime has gone down. GDP is going up. And our poverty is going down. We're making progress. Our approval rating is at 12%. So, we're good. We're doing a deficit of 23.8 billion, which is not great. Ministers will look into now. Security briefing, rural alliances. Yeah, but it's not too bad. Okay. So back to our ministers. Why are you pissed off? You're capitalists and patriots. You're state employees. And trade unions. You're good, you're good. Good, good. Youth and trade unions. No, not much for the youth. Anyway. I'm gonna leave you guys for now. We'll look into you guys a bit later. For the youth. Okay, well. Let's take a look here quick. In terms of crime. Okay, there's no critical issues. And crime is even down. In terms of the foreign intelligence interference, it's going down. With this increasing, this will continue to drop. So it's good. Endangered species. It's good for tourism. We'll leave it. So all of these three, we're gonna leave for now because they seem fine. In terms of HIV, it's dropping, and we might get rid of it pretty soon. So we're not gonna do anything there anymore. Homelessness. Something we have to deal with. Unemployment is the biggest contributor. So, homelessness. Our uncompetitive economy. Productivity. Pollution. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Hey, not really in the biggest of things for me. Mineral wealth is a good thing. Skill shortage is going down, but leveled off. Which means schooling. So look into schooling. Obesity. Again, education is a bit to blame here, so look into schooling. Schooling seems to be the biggest thing. Where's education? I'm trying to find it. Public healthcare, state healthcare. What's happening here? We're gonna improve you. 70 billion. We'll improve our health. It will decrease unemployment. State employees will be a bit happier. Private healthcare will decrease quite a bit. But HIV and AIDS will also drop. So we're gonna be doing that. We still need to figure out where schooling is. No, it's somewhere here. Youth. Yeah, you can't drink alcohol. Boo-hoo. Time and a place, people. Time and a place. What's this? Private healthcare. Action observers. This is schooling. Private schools. State schools. You're expensive. I can't afford you politically right now, so it's fine. We need something here. Enterprise investment scheme. Recreational drugs tax, not popular. I'm gonna implement this. It's gonna help our GDP. And yeah, I think with that, guys, you know, we've really done a lot, and it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below for me to look at, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much.